Hey guys, this is Charlotte, and you're watching Going In Raw.
What's up, it's your girl Sasha Banks, legit boss, and you're watching Going In Raw. You like that?
What's up? This is the most must-see WWE superstar of all time and his lovely, gorgeous wife.
Marie.
And you are going in SmackDown Live.
This is the glorious one, Bobby Roode, and you're watching Going In Raw.
Hey, friendo, Steve here.
And Larson.
Yeah, welcome back to Going In Raw, the only pro wrestling podcast you need to be listening to. Right here at youtube.com/Steven Larson. This is the only one you absolutely have to listen to. Mandated by the government of the world. Right here. Illuminati, Larson.
We didn't know anything about that New World Order, Steve. Let's stick the New World Order we know about. New World Order.
Fair enough.
WCW's New World Order.
WCW.
All right.
Anyways, right here at youtube.com/Steven Larson. Be sure to hit that subscribe button for all the good it'll do. We're also available at Patreon at patreon.com/Steven Larson.
Well, it does more good to hit the subscribe button because you might get subscribed. If you don't hit it, you definitely won't be.
Yeah, well, I would think
There's
so.
more benefit in hitting it than not.
Yeah, I mean, err on the side of hitting it.
Yeah.
You always want to err on the side of
You
hitting it,
just have to
Larson.
be continually aware whether that subscription sticks or not.
Oh, man, look at that. Adam Nuttall immediately in chat says, we want Gypsy. That's right, today's Bring Your Dog. Why didn't you bring Zoe to work?
She'd just be uncomfortable.
Yeah, I should have brought Gypsy. Next Bring Your Dog to Work day,
I'm going to call in sick.
I'm going to bring Gypsy. Oh, that'd be cool. She'd just get up here. She'd be like, and then she'd start chewing on that.
Yeah.
She really is the worst dog, but she's also the best dog. I love her so much. She does this now. She's
like George Costanza. She got lemon in her eye.
Yeah, exactly. Oh, man. Anyways.
We already got a super chat. John Curley, $10 saying, hey, friendo.
Hey, you know what? Thanks, friendo.
Thanks, friendo.
Quick shout out also to our friendo Torin out there. Here he's not doing great, but you know what? A too sweet. Are you gonna give him a too sweet? A hearty handshake. There you go. That's Larson's thing. To Torin, hope you're doing good, buddy.
Yes.
And take care. There's no Four Lights podcast today. I'm gonna get one up on Sunday because I'm heading out right after the podcast today. I'm heading down to Los Angeles. So that me and Big Jim can kill 2 months worth of episodes.
Cool.
And I think what we're gonna do is tomorrow and Sunday, probably I have to run this by him, make sure everything is cool. Between 12 and 4, I think we're gonna air our tapings live.
Good idea.
YouTube.com/Friendoville. And then those are the episodes that will release, VOD
subsequently, yes,
over the next 2 months. So, come hang out. I want to do it that way so we can get some questions. If you're a big Star Trek nerd, go subscribe to the Friendoville channel. You're going to start doing sneaker vlogs.
I'm just waiting to get my first top line super hyped purchase. Once I do that, then it's on and cracking.
Adam Nuttall has a 2-pound super chat where he says, are you going to talk about the Omega thing? I didn't know there was a thing.
Oh, well, yeah, he did this press conference the other day where he said that essentially what he's saying is that the foreign wrestlers were outworking the local talent.
Okay.
And then people took that as if to say that he was disparaging. I mean, people they're calling them racist.
Oh, saying that the Japanese wrestlers there aren't as hardworking as the guys coming in from foreign lands. Is that what people are taking?
I guess so. Yeah.
Don't be shy. You can say that's what idiots are saying.
All right.
it's okay to say that's what people. I don't agree with them, but that's what some people are saying. That's what the implication is? Some people are.
I mean, I read the transcript of the initial interview. I read heard a bit of audio posted by Pro Wrestling Sheet today.
Yeah.
Where he talked about it.
I'm pretty sure he also called the Kazuchika Okada the best wrestler on the planet.
Yeah.
Too. So I doubt he actually feels
well,
that
in the interview he did, I'm not sure if it was on the Wrestling Observer Radio one or something he did specifically for Pro Wrestling Sheet. I don't know. I just heard the audio on Pro Wrestling Sheet's Twitter or from Ryan Satin.
Sure.
He admitted his initial comments were somewhat in kayfabe.
Oh, okay, yeah. Of course it is. It's wrestling.
And
everything's fake.
And he said this time, it's like, yeah, I kind of kayfabe that a bit. I don't know how much everybody's working out, but in this case I do. So he said I was I was kayfabing it.
Yeah.
I don't know, but now I do, which makes me feel like he just kayfabed it all again. Somewhat.
Oh, man. Oh, gosh. Yeah, well, people will take anything. It's wrestling, man. Everybody relax. Anyways, yeah.
I mean, you got to assume what wrestlers do in a public setting. This was a press conference to promote a G1 special.
How was he speaking? Was he speaking like?
No, he wasn't doing heel Kenny.
Oh,
it was more.
And he's not a heel now anyway, unless he's in the Street Fighter tournament.
I know. But you got to assume when people are doing promotional work for their promotions, you got to think, okay, maybe at times they are in character.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah, I mean, people are blowing the whole Sami Callihan thing, I feel, out of proportion.
Yeah.
Because he accidentally wonked a guy on his eye with a bat, and both guys seem to be completely into
pushing it as an angle,
pushing it to make money off it. And now look at Sami Callihan; he's like, $1 million.
Another thing he mentioned was he called out Naito, saying that his disposition, his attitude of not really caring, tranquilo, wasn't going to work in terms of promoting New Japan worldwide.
Yeah,
that sounds like he's setting up a feud.
Yeah, I know. It sounds like, number one, he's setting up a feud, and number two, that is kind of Naito's thing right now, is that he's doing the Almas thing where he needs to stop tranquiloing all the time and actually pay attention. Yeah. So, Kenny Omega, one of the best in the business.
We got some more super chats. I'm also get these read before we get to the news. The real flat earther, the real flat earther, Jeffrey Nguyen.
Flat Earth is real.
$5. Hey, friendos, it's my 30th birthday today. Happy birthday, Jeffrey. And more importantly, it's Rusev Day.
Remember that time for your 30th birthday, all your best friends surprised you to say happy birthday? And then, I wasn't invited?
I have nothing to do with that.
Another super chat here from...
Nothing to do with that. Oh, but you didn't finish this one. He says, glad I can listen to you guys today. Also seeing Walter versus Cole this Sunday.
Man, speaking of Walter, did you know that... So the first 10 entrants to the Battle of Los Angeles have been announced?
Yeah.
And one of them is, what's his name? Carl Pierre Oulet?
Yeah. He's an old guy.
He's an old guy, right, yeah. He's sort of having a career resurgence now. And apparently had a really slam-bang match against Walter. At Joey Janela's Spring Break 2, I think.
Yeah, I heard that too.
And I looked up a picture. I was like, oh, what's this old dude look like now? And I saw a picture of him and Walter after their match. I've never seen skin color.
Ooh, pull that up.
Yeah, I will. You as bad as you think it might be, it's worse.
Yeah. I don't know. I've seen Walter's opponent's chests after a match with him, and they're pretty bad.
I know that was a bad idea. Look at that. That's beyond hamburger.
My goodness.
That's so messed up. There was oh, here we go. Look at that.
Yeah, that's a lot. That's just straight to
that's so
deep
nasty.
skin contusion.
That's messed up. I'm not huge on that. I don't like that. I don't want to see that. That's got to be dangerous, right?
Yeah, that probably isn't very good.
That's terrible.
Chop's best move in all wrestling.
Hold on a second. I'm going to show them.
Okay.
So anyways, do we have any more super chats?
Yeah. Bodega Jameson, $4.99. Rewatch ECW Heatwave 2000. Realized that Rhino tried to give Sandman's wife a swirly when he attacked them in the locker room segment. We've watched that one.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, we watched that one. It was great.
$5.
Look at that.
$5. Would you like the Superman punch if it was moved from signature to finisher and Roman jumped for the top rope instead of doing a bunny hop? No.
That's not normal.
No, that's pretty gross.
That's so gross.
No, Superman punch should not be finisher or signature. It should just be like a punch.
Roman should be all power bombs. Yeah. Oh, I'm gonna let them show this one. There was a chat here where somebody said the Quebecer is effing great for his age, and then it was trying to hold it back.
Oh.
So I let it go.
Because of the cuss word.
Oh, I'm going to let this one go too. THC Advocate says, I'm high as F.
Wow.
Anyways, we got another super chat?
No, we just got one.
All right.
Adam Nuttall, 2 pounds. Have you seen Mark Davis's chest after Walter?
I'm going to look that up. In the meantime, read the first news bit.
Oh, it's right there. I have to click over my notes. Oh, yeah, that's the one I saw.
Yeah, I saw that one too.
Where he's bleeding.
Yeah.
So, first news story of the day. It sounds like we won't be seeing Sami Zayn for a while.
No
No
More
way.
Sami Zayn.
So way back on Tuesday, that was a long time ago, or so it feels, PW Insider issued a report which stated that, quote, Zayn had been working through an injury and that the pay-per-view, that'd be Money in the Bank, was his last date with the company before he took time off to address it. They added that while they weren't able to confirm the nature of the injury, they did learn that he was traveling to Birmingham, Alabama to be evaluated. And then the following day, Pro Wrestling Sheet issued a follow-up saying, quote, sources tell us Zayn has been dealing with knee and shoulder injuries, but their severity is unknown at this time, so he's getting them examined to find out. And then yesterday, Thursday, what?
Sorry, everybody in chat was, at this point, I was looking at chat. They're all reacting to the Walter Pierre Oulet, Carl Pierre Oulet.
That's some nasty chops.
Quebecer.
Then on Thursday, WWE issued an exclusive interview with Sami Zayn,
Exclusive.
addressing his injury situation, and it doesn't look good for Mr. Zayn. According to Sami, he is already, as of Thursday, recuperating from rotator cuff surgery on his right shoulder for a rotator cuff tear.
Yeah.
And he is expected to have surgery on his left shoulder in 6 to 7 weeks for another rotator cuff tear.
This is the rotator cuff. It's the thing in here?
Well, it's the groupings of muscles and tendons that keep your shoulder, your arms attached to your body and allows you to rotate like this. This is the most complex joint in your entire body because it can move all sorts of different ways. Maybe that's what's wrong with my shoulder because it hurts too. So in this interview, Sami's talking about how he hurt his right shoulder, which was his good shoulder. He thought during a show in Montreal, which was the same city where several years ago he hurt his left shoulder in a match against John Cena.
Oh, no. So
he said he thinks he knows when he heard this one. This one, he can't think of a traumatic incident which would cause the injury. He just thought maybe it was just, as a result of the previous surgery. He said it never felt right.
Gee, well,
so he's going to be out recuperating, rehabbing 2 torn rotator cuffs. So he'll probably be out like 6 or 7 months.
Yowza. He said, I believe, didn't he say either during that one or a different one? He said, I hope to be back for Mania season.
Oh,
that
yeah,
was
maybe.
His thing, yeah.
Yeah, he's gonna be out. He's gonna be out of action the rest of the year at least.
Well, you know what, man? That's terrible. That's awful. That really sucks.
It does suck.
On the upside, they have been misusing him horribly lately.
Oh yeah.
And I hope that maybe some time off, creatively speaking, will offer up a clean slate. People will be super hyped to see his return, and maybe that'll kick things off. Maybe that'll kick off like a new, a clean slate for him, and he can. I don't know, make the most of it. Maybe creative can make the most of a long hiatus for him. So
yeah, I know it's a bummer though. It seems like every time he's got some momentum or he's doing something.
Yeah, it's a drag. But apparently, it also explains the crap match at because it was a very one-sided affair.
Yeah.
It was just Bobby Lashley doing a bunch of stuff.
Yeah. Trey Saunders, $2. The end of Blaze.
Hey, get high with my friendos. And then Nonstop Player, $2. When will we see a return? The return of necrotizing toxin.
Well, he dropped the 10 pounds of flesh tiles, therefore back of the line.
Back of the line for him. He was popular, though.
He was popular. Maybe I'll do another monstrosity tournament at some point, because that was fun.
It's a good idea. Let's see here. Next up, we've got more on. So, like like we said, when this happened, when it went down, the big CASS release over the course of the week, more and more info sort of been trickling out.
Yeah, so to recap, Tuesday we caught word, as we were doing our Raw recap, that CASS had been released.
Yeah.
He wasn't future endeavored. They didn't wish him well.
No.
They just said he was let go.
That's kind of surprising because this wasn't one big, like you can kind of get it with, you can kind of understand with Enzo, especially at the time there was like a big investigation about some really nasty stuff that was allegedly going on. With CASS, it just seemed like a bunch of little things.
All that we had heard prior was the incident where he wasn't supposed to beat up the little person, and he did.
Yeah, I feel like, I'll be honest with you, I feel like a best of luck with your future endeavors was kind of apropos here because it was just a lot of little stupid things. And like some of it, number one, some of it, if the dude, so there's a couple things here. Multiple sources told Sports Illustrated that Big CASS had been drinking the majority of the European tour and had attitude issues when drunk. Being intoxicated in public is one of the underlying reasons the WWE office is down on CASS. Interesting thing about that, though, one of our friendos, I won't name him because I didn't clear him to use his name before, but I just thought of this, ran into CASS at a concert a couple of years ago.
Oh.
A year ago, it was a couple of years ago. And he had a drink with him, and he has to take a picture with him. He says, "Yeah, let me put my drink over here because we're not allowed to do that. We're not allowed to have drinks
Oh, in our social media posts.
in our social media posts or any pictures that are out there. It's really bad." So at one point, he was very aware of that.
Yeah.
This is a trusted source.
Okay.
Our own Going in Raw trusted
All right,
source.
all right.
So there was that.
Also, Pro Wrestling Sheet, I think the following day or later that day, said, quote, multiple sources tell us one of the incidents which rubbed people the wrong way happened in private, however, on the WWE bus chauffeuring talent. We're told the bathroom lock was apparently broken, but Cass didn't realize it and thought he was being pranked. After being stuck inside for too long, a claustrophobic, angry Cass broke down the door. This meant people had to embarrassingly use the bathroom afterward with no door.
I'm assuming there had. I mean, I know like a sheet isn't the same thing as a door, but I'm assuming that people weren't just dropping deuces like in clear view of whatever poor bastard was. Well,
Sitting
no,
next to the
bathrooms
bathroom.
usually are like, you're not
Halfway
usually next to a bathroom.
Well, on a tour bus, yeah, you can be.
Oh, is this on a bus?
Yeah, on a bus.
Oh, I thought it was on a plane.
No, on a bus.
Yeah, I guess you can be.
Usually they're in the back of the bus, but sometimes I think they could be in the middle. Maybe.
I mean, it's bad. You're damaging property that isn't
Yeah,
yours.
which WWE has to pay for.
Yeah, sure.
And also, you're putting your coworkers in a potentially awkward situation. Mm-hmm. We talked about it earlier. We thought like maybe he was in his ring gear and just gave the door a boot to kick it down. We talked about that in one of the other episodes.
Yeah,
The image of giant Cass kicking the
his ring
door,
gear, like
kicking the door down in his ring gear in this tiny little bus bathroom.
Had anybody not heard this story before we just told you, I guarantee you, as we were saying it, they were imagining it happened with his ring gear on.
Yeah. Slapping his leg as he drops the boot.
And then he
on
comes
the door.
out and he does the big fist up like that.
Anyways, a Wrestling Observer newsletter had some more details. This is what they had to say. Apparently, Vince McMahon fired him at a meeting in Toledo prior to SmackDown. The reasons given were the incident on May 1st, where he went too far in beating up the Daniel Bryan impersonator, despite Vince telling him not to. Apparently, he also, quote, he blew off a rehearsal for a promo that Kevin Dunn had asked for, then going along on the live version of that promo. I'm guessing that's one where he did with his back to the crowd that just went on forever and ever and ever.
It did go on a very long time.
The newsletter continues. There was a lot of heat regarding the promo that Vince McMahon hated, and he fired the writer of it a few weeks ago. And then Meltzer also mentions the bathroom incident.
Why would he fire that writer and not like half the other writers of the stuff? Why didn't he fire the guy who did the Sami Zayn, Bobby Lashley stuff? Fire that guy. No, don't fire him. I don't want anybody to be fired.
Yeah, we don't want to be fired.
But demote them or, send them to writing classes or something to get better at writing. There are a million other. It's funny because I was listening to the little clip on Wrestling Observer Radio where Meltzer was talking about it. And he was saying, he was echoing the same thing I was sort of thinking was, he was like, there's nothing that stood out about that promo that was like terribly bad.
It was just way too long.
With the exception of it being really long. It just
kept
rambled.
repeating itself.
But Vince is Vince and he's got his proclivities, I guess.
Yeah.
There are far more egregious promos out there in terms of bad writing.
Gosh, yes. I mean, Bailey, This Is Your Life.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
It's far worse stuff.
Yeah. What?
This chat here from Alex C. Was he in his ring gear when he got fired too?
I kind of just imagine he's always in his ring gear. Or that big goofy blue suit of his.
I know.
The electric blue suit.
Gustavo Gama, $2. Come on, Larson, just do it.
Nah, man.
No.
He's not cheap, Gustavo.
No. Linwood Ross,
add a couple
$2.
zeros to that.
Cass at next round of Impact tapings.
Cassidy Biggs.
Maybe.
Coming up.
Could be.
If here's the thing, this will make or break it. If Big Cass shows up at Impact, I'm not watching.
Oh, that's the deal breaker.
Yeah. If he does not show up at Impact, I will start doing reviews again.
All right.
I don't know what the
what's
time
the window.
frame.
Yeah, what's
I'm
the
not
window
sure
for
what
this?
the time frame is. I can't do Impact taping to the thing today because I'm heading to LA right after.
Do it from
this.
your car.
Actually, I just got a text from my mom. Apparently, she picked up an awesome new pair of sunglasses that I'm going to drive by her work and pick up from her. I wonder if they're going to be awesome or if they're not going to be awesome. They could be totally lame. In which case,
Do you have a backup pair?
In which case, Spanish fly to my mom.
Starship Pain too?
No, that's going too far.
All right.
But these sunglasses are crap.
Spanish Fly.
Spanish fly, and then I'll go like this. Oh man. Anyways, Let's talk about speaking of the undisputed era.
Dun, 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 dun.
Let's talk about. Did you see that video that
Yeah,
Frendo sent to us?
I watched the one you sent to me.
Yeah.
I watched. That was great.
That crowd.
That was after the match too.
That crowd loves Adam Cole.
Who doesn't love Adam Cole?
Doesn't love Adam Cole.
So during the recent tapings of the United Kingdom Championship tournament, which I believe are airing Monday and Tuesday on the network.
Nice.
I think it's they're making them live at noon.
No. Oh, we can watch them here at the office.
We could in theory, but we got like a couple of really busy days of shooting Monday and Tuesday, so we'll see.
Nice.
During those tapings, they announced finally that we're getting a United Kingdom show dubbed NXT UK.
Yeah, this was fairly predictable in terms of its branding, given that Triple H had a bunch of NXT signs all over his globe for
all over the
global
world
localization.
for NXT territories.
They all said
across the world.
NXT on them, so it just kind of makes sense that they're
Well,
just calling it
let's
NXT
recap
UK.
this global localization plan that Triple H had. The way he described it is there'll be territories across the world, which apparently will all now be branded NXT, and then they will feed talent up to the main NXT roster headquarters in Orlando, Florida.
Yeah.
And then that will feed talent up to Raw and SmackDown, 205 Live, and so on.
Yeah,
that
yeah,
seems to be the path.
Yeah. So that's cool.
That's very cool.
Yeah, no, that's neat.
They said there's going to be a women's title and
Tag team, yeah.
tag team championships awarded. One at the first set of tapings, and that's going on July 28th and 29th in Cambridge, and then August there's 2 days of tapings at some gaming festival in Birmingham, 13th and 14th in Plymouth, and 24th and 25th in Liverpool. So they got 4 months. 5 months if you include this round of tapings of content already done.
Yeah.
So that's cool. The branding looks great.
Yeah, no, the logo looks great. I mean, it's just, a nice looking. They're always, for some reason, they really know how to capture the feeling of the UK thing,
Yeah.
It'll be kind of interesting to see if this actually. So, if rumor is to be believed, and the actions of the WWE kind of line up with this, this is a fairly reactionary thing to ITV trying to bring back World of Sport on Saturdays. I wonder if this would actually accomplish the goal of torpedoing that, if that is their goal. I mean, it seems to be two different things, and there's a lot of talent in the UK.
There is a lot of talent. I wonder too, and because Meltzer in the newsletter points out that in the press release, there's no mention of whether this show will air on the network, assuming it will.
Right. That was
or if there's a broadcast partner in the United Kingdom, because that was World of Sport, is that it was for television broadcast.
Like the only way this.
I mean, I understand taking talent.
Yeah.
But then if the talent is deep, that's one of the quotes here from Triple H in the press release, is that the
talent base
is so large.
Yeah.
So I know they targeted like 12 World of Sport talents to sign. They didn't get them all. They got a good chunk of them.
Well, yeah, and then on top of that, like World of Sport seems to, or at least, so like Ospreay is doing their shows, Grado's doing their shows. They're able to get people who have relationships, like, isn't it Rev Pro that has a relationship with New Japan? So I would assume that anybody working for Rev Pro
might be inclined to,
might be able to do that.
Yeah.
So I mean, look, I'm not going to complain. I just think it's interesting that, if the idea was to try to drive out ITV, I mean, I don't know. I don't know if the ratings for ITV is contingent on having like the talent that WWE has already signed, then I guess then it works.
Yeah.
But I don't know.
I know it does seem really reactionary. I mean, they have the first UK tournament in response to World of Sport coming back, and then they may try to bring it back again.
Yeah. But
Suddenly,
then did they develop the entire idea of global localization just to torpedo ITV?
I don't know.
You know what I mean?
don't know.
Because this is a great first step for that whole idea.
Yeah.
So who knows? Who knows?
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, you hear Triple H talk about how they're willing to work with anybody, anytime, if the situation is right, and then you hear stories about them seemingly try to torpedo a new promotion.
Yeah, or like a Ring of Honor show at Madison Square Garden.
Or they torpedo that too.
Yeah. But anyways, I don't know if you mentioned this or not, but Johnny Saint was in the ring with Paul Levesque.
Yeah, he was named prior to the tapings as the new general manager of the United Kingdom territory.
Very much looks like if I were to go visit Buckingham Palace, that'd be my tour guide.
Oh, all right.
That's Johnny Saint.
All right.
What a lovely crop of young talent we have here. I don't see. He doesn't seem like a hothead like Regal. You know what I mean? Like Regal just.
Well, Regal's only a hothead if he's
Oh,
pushed.
you asked earlier who doesn't love Adam Cole?
Oh, William Regal. Yeah.
William Regal. At least kayfabe.
Yeah. But Regal only loses temper when pushed. Otherwise, he's super mellow.
Yeah, sure. Yeah.
He's not just naturally a hothead.
But when he gets pushed, there's no middle ground.
No.
It's just like that.
No.
Like who just says, you know what? I'm tired of this. We're going to war games.
You know who else doesn't like Adam Cole? Pete Dunne.
Oh yeah, Pete Dunne hates him.
Pete Dunne doesn't like Adam Cole.
Danny Lorcan.
Danny Lorcan and Oni Birch.
Oni Birch. Peter Dune.
Peter Dune. Yeah.
Peter Dune.
Everybody else loves Adam Cole though.
Everybody else should love Adam Cole. He's great. Anyways.
Speaking of things that are great, All In.
Oh, we're going right to that, huh?
Yeah, All In.
Very good.
They announced that it's going to be televised, or it'll at least be. They're going to produce the show. They're going to at least tape it or stream it. We don't know.
Hold on, hit the pause button on that, Larson. We have like a bunch of super chats.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah. Let's see here. Linwood, I don't know where we left off. Linwood Ross, $2. Cast of the next round of Impact tapings.
I did that one
already. Alex C was in his ring gear when getting fired too. Gustavo Gama, $5. If I do the math on all my super chats and Patreons, how much would that have to add up to? So he has like a Larson take it off layaway plan.
Yeah.
This is like J.C. Penney's or Mervyn's.
Yeah.
Or Consumers. Remember Consumer?
No, I don't remember that.
Consumer. It's like
I'm surprised you didn't bring up Federated.
Federated. Yeah, no, Consumer. I remember because it was one of those catalog places.
All right.
You'd order it via catalog and pick it up at a store.
Yeah, I don't remember that at all.
Because evidently they didn't know how to ship things, except to their store. And so when I was a kid, I'm trying to remember what the specific transformer was, but there was like a specific transformer that I wanted. I think we went down there because they had stock of things,
but not what you
and
wanted.
they didn't have it. And they're like, we can order it, and that wasn't good enough for me, so I think I cried. I was like 23 at the time.
Wow.
Anyways, Alto Votalhe, $5. If you guys could recreate the movie This Is the End, that's the Seth Rogen one, right?
Yeah.
Which 5 WWE superstars would you have survive the apocalypse? Braun and Finn, because they're best friends now.
Yeah.
Baron Corbin, because he's End of Days.
Yeah.
I feel like he's thematically suited for the
he-
apocalypse.
He carries himself like he's experienced
right, exactly.
with all that, yes.
And well, you always take Asuka with you.
Yeah.
And then who else? No way, Jose.
Okay.
You need a party.
Yeah.
You need a good party.
Yeah. Flame Spitter, $20 Canadian. You guys are a real treat to listen to at work. Thanks, friendo.
Thank you,
friendo.
Spitter. You know you can smoke weed legally in Canada now.
Oh, really?
Or something like that. I don't know. Their government passed some sort of thing that said get high.
Oh, yeah. I saw someone had a Canadian flag where they replaced the maple leaf with
a pot leaf.
Yeah.
Very nice. Was it green or still red?
It was still red.
Nice.
Mr. Unforgettable 6, $2. Big cast to New Japan. No. Probably not. No. Charville.
I don't know where he's going to go. I don't know what he's going to do.
We'll go back to med school.
Impact's got to be the only place.
Yeah, no. Charville Myers, $5. Or the Indies. Charville Myers, $5. Toni Storm would be the most over UK star. She's great. Until they bring in the aerial assassin or the villain.
Yeah, Toni Storm's got to be the early favorite for the Mayan Classic, right?
Yeah,
that's got to be the case.
Assuming she's in it, yeah.
Assuming she's in it. Lego. I don't get why you don't like the Superman punch. I personally like how cheesy it is. What are some goofy, cheesy wrestling moves you like? Here's the thing. I actually love the Superman punch when it's done in the UFC.
Yeah.
Because when it's real, it's amazing.
Yeah.
To see somebody do...
Especially when they jump off the cage and do it.
Yeah.
That kind of stuff.
That kind of stuff is great.
What if he did a springboard, he jumped off the middle rope and did it?
That'd look better.
I know.
I guess.
He does the whole stuff and it's too much. It's corny.
It's so corny. And it doesn't look... Man, like remember when Undertaker did the last ride?
Yeah.
Holy crap.
Yeah.
You know that hurt.
Yeah.
And it looks like it hurt.
Yeah.
Everything about it is bad.
Yeah.
That's what it should be.
Yeah, no.
Roman, give him the last ride.
Yeah.
You beat the Undertaker, steal his move.
Yeah.
And then Roman does
I don't think the Undertaker could do last ride anymore.
Oh, I would doubt it. Maybe to like a cruiserweight.
Yeah.
Maybe to like Drew Gulak.
Mm-hmm. Matthias Mag, $2. When does Undertaker call it quits for good? Your guess is as good as mine.
It was last year, wasn't it? It was the year prior to this WrestleMania. We saw it.
But then Lightning hit the ring at this year's Mania, and he was unretired.
It's like Quantum Leap.
Yeah.
Then he has to right a wrong. Let's see here.
Now All In.
Let's talk about All In.
So this is what
We're gonna be there.
From the All In. Yes, it'd be a lot of fun. The All In Twitter account tweeted, quote, "We can confirm that we've decided in favor of licensing production, so 100% this event will be broadcast in some capacity. We want as many people to see it as possible. Details in the coming weeks, signed Cody, Matt, and Nick." I can't remember where, and I apologize. I read, maybe this is a quote from Cody, where he's talking about they want to broadcast this in some capacity, but they don't know how.
Yeah.
Partially due to the complicated natures of everybody's contracts who are involved in the show.
Yeah.
Like Pentagon Jr., for example. I know Impact has a deal worked out with Lucha Underground, but if you're signed to Lucha Underground, you can't be on American television, period.
Pixelation. Just pixel all the faces so that it can't be on there.
That seems like a complicated
You're good to go.
thing to try to pull off in the live event.
7-second delay then.
Maybe that's a lot of pixelation though.
I'm all bust out some like different gimmicks. Like he can't be Pentagon, but he can be, Bill, the insurance salesman.
All right.
And he comes out. I'm Bill.
It's not quite the same thing.
Not really. He's kind of built like a Bill insurance guy though. He's got kind of a
How can he
tummy
work
on.
his Sierra Miedo thing in that? Have no here, I'll sell you life insurance. You can have Sierra Miedo of your family's well-being after you're gone.
Exactly. Sierra dinero down
Yeah.
to get your life insurance policy. Put off paying for 30 days.
Yeah.
There you go.
Yeah.
That'd be great. But he still has that terrifying face paint on.
Oh, he's the best.
He is the best.
So that's cool. I mean, there was, of course, after this thing sold out in less than an hour, those who were left out of buying tickets were upset that they might not be able to take in this historic show.
Yeah.
Now it seems like in some capacity they will be able to. Details obviously will have to be worked out, but it's exciting. I'm looking forward to the show overall, and I'm hoping it'll be a quality experience both live and for viewers watching at home.
Yeah, it'll be great. It'll be fantastic. Maybe Big Cass will show up there.
Nope, 90 days.
90 days, yeah.
Gotta wait till mid-September.
Yeah, this is good news, man. Like those tickets sold out ridiculously fast. So all those people that didn't get to see it, they'll be able to see us.
Less than an
instead.
hour.
Hopefully, we'll be on camera a lot.
Yeah, maybe.
And we'll be able to be like all that stuff, just trying to steal the show.
Like we did at Payback.
That was my favorite because people were like, I'm too distracted by these idiots who I watch on internet all the time.
And now I'm forced to watch the same idiots on the WWE network.
Right,
I'm
exactly.
trying to enjoy a wrestling show.
Like, look, man, we're trying to do live reaction at show.
Yeah, I know.
Live stream reactions at the show.
That was a fun show.
Yeah, no, it was a blast.
Lego, $2. I do get why you don't like the Superman punch.
Oh, I thought he said I don't get.
Oh,
My
oops.
bad.
Adam
My bad.
Nuttall, £2. All in equals new porn film.
It's not the most creative name in the world for a porno.
No.
But I mean, it's direct and literal. So
Yeah, Red Roar Roa, $5. Have you heard that Noah and WWE made a deal and Hideo is going back for a match? I heard that Meltzer said that in the newsletter. However, the English language Noah Twitter account said they had heard nothing about it. However, Hideo Itami is going to be returning to Noah for Marufuji's 20th anniversary show.
Oh, cool.
So Itami's going to do at least one show for Noah.
Okay.
I don't know if that's indicative of a partnership
deal.
because the same Twitter account said, hey, Noah and Impact still have a deal.
Yeah.
So
I don't really think WWE would care about that, though.
no, I don't think they would.
Yeah.
But if a contract is signed,
Oh, yeah. Well, Impact wants to have relationships, so they should probably just let it go if they don't. Yeah, no, I mean, I don't know. I'm not sure exactly what WWE would have to benefit from that necessarily.
I don't know either.
Because it's not like Noah names are all that huge or anything.
Yeah.
It's not like a partnership with New Japan.
Yeah.
It's a bit different.
Yeah.
But that's cool.
Vincent Millage $5. Can we get Cass versus Luchando live for the H title? That's a Tokyo Dome level match there, friendos.
Let's do it, man.
Luchando goes over.
Book that. But the problem is we have to find a way to get the H title. Like Cass versus Luchando for the H title. The H title is already going to be disputed between Adam Mayhem and Joey Ryan coming up on July 7th live at the Colonial Theater here in beautiful Sacramento. We're going to be there.
Yes.
Come see us.
Yes, please.
Come get some popcorn. I think it's only like $2 for popcorn, Larson. And then plus there's wrestling as well. But if you want $2 popcorn, you pay $10 for a ticket. I think it's $10.
Yeah.
And then you get it.
It's a really good deal because the action is pretty good.
But also popcorn.
For $2.
For $2.
All right.
Like a drink for like $1.
Yeah, a bottle of water for like $1. Jesse Helsius, $2. What's your best wrestler encounter?
Well, I saw Jeff Hardy in line at McDonald's.
We got to talk about The Miz. The Miz.
1998.
About The Miz.
What about The Miz? Oh, at Hooters?
Yeah.
Oh, man. Yeah, isn't that? I have like the most random celebrity encounters because this was after the Road Rules, Real World, whatever it was he did.
But before he actually got into WWE, right?
He might have like had some conversation, but he hadn't debuted yet. Maybe he was doing developmental or something. I don't know, but he was in LA. I was in LA at the time. I used to go to the Hooters in Santa Monica to watch WWE pay-per-views. And the funny thing is they would show them, but they wouldn't advertise them, and nobody was ever there. Like, this happened a couple times. Like, I went with Evald once. It's the only time I ever went to Hooters. And so I was sitting there, and 3 seats down was The Miz. And I kind of half recognized him because I knew about Road Rules or whatever it was that he was on. And that's my story. He just sat there and watched WWE pay-per-view on the same TV that I did, 3 seats down at the bar. Nobody else was there. It was a very underwhelming, unexciting Hooters.
Yeah.
Which, at Santa Monica, I'm not sure if there's an exciting Hooters out there.
Yeah, I don't know how many Hooters are left.
Maybe in like a Bayou town.
Oh, I don't know.
There could be some excitement there. I just feel like the Bayou might be exciting. I have no idea.
I have no idea either.
Have you been to Hooters before?
Yeah.
Yeah. I think this one had like a B grade.
Ooh.
Or later on it did or something like that. Because I don't know if I would have stepped foot in it. But it's like a free pay-per-view that I can just sit there and watch.
Just go get a beer and something safety, like some fries or something. It's a
B grade. It's an A grade always.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
I went to an autograph signing with Eddie Guerrero once in the parking lot of a Kragen Auto Parts.
That's rad.
And just hung around for like 3 hours.
Yeah.
Not many people were there.
Yeah.
So we got to chit-chat with them a little bit.
Yeah. Matthew Gubbins, 10 pounds. What was the best wrestling house show or pay-per-view you've been to live? Front row, Hilton hooked up, front row tickets. He had them, but I guess he had like a prior engagement.
Yeah.
So for $100, I bought his front row ticket, and that's when I got the selfie with Roman Reigns. I was trying to get a selfie of me booing him.
Instead.
But then he got in my picture, did this, and now I am forever linked to the big dog via selfie.
Yep.
So that's dope. But no, it was a blast. It was like front row at a house show when like they're just sort of clowning around a little bit. Like the main event was Rusev versus Roman Reigns. It was a lot of fun.
Yeah, yeah. Probably the first PWG show we went to.
That was a blast. That was awesome. Yeah.
Because we got to see Adam Cole, baby.
Oh, that's
and the
right.
Young Bucks take on
Sami
Sami Callihan, the Chris brothers.
Yeah, that was good stuff.
That was a fun match.
Oh, that was good stuff.
Ricochet, Leo Rush. Fun match.
Mm-hmm.
Zack Sabre Jr.
Oh, that's right. We saw Ricochet, Leo Rush.
Yeah, Zack Sabre Jr. versus Chucky T.
Yeah.
Marty Scurll versus Jay White.
Holy crap. Was that the best PWG
and
show ever?
Chosen Bros versus Elgin and Brian Cage.
That's right.
That was a fun match, too.
That's right, man. That might have been the best PW. We were there for the best PWG.
I don't think that's generally considered the best PWG show.
S8, $2 says, I spent my $2 on this instead of popcorn. Damn it. You know what, man? If you show up, I will buy you popcorn.
There you go.
The first 10 people who come up to me and give me a 2 sweet, I will buy them popcorn.
There you go.
But then
at the Colonial Theater, July 7th.
Yeah, but then you have to cash in. You have to say, here's a 2 sweet. Now can you buy me popcorn? And then I'll say, come with me. And then we'll go and I'll say, I'd like to get my friendo some popcorn here.
Yeah. Well, we haven't talked about it yet this week. So let's take a few minutes to remember the life and career of Vader.
Yeah, man. So like how long ago was it that he sort of announced that his doctors gave him not a lot of time left?
About I want to say like a year ago. They said
feels like a year ago
that he had like 2 years left to live because of heart issues.
Yeah.
And then on Wednesday, we heard that he had passed away. I believe it was Wednesday. I guess he had developed pneumonia.
Mm-hmm.
So it's a bummer. He was in his mid-60s. One of the greatest big men to ever step foot in the wrestling ring. stiff worker, to say the least.
Yeah.
But also did things that competitors of his size generally didn't do, especially in his day in age. See him do drop kicks, moonsaults.
It was almost 2 years ago. Sorry.
Okay.
It tweeted. Oh, no. I'm sorry. So I'm just reading this off Wikipedia. On November 8th, 2016, Leon White, Vader, tweeted his involvement in a rollover car accident left him unconscious for 35 minutes. 6 days later, he tweeted that he was diagnosed with congestive heart failure due to his football and wrestling careers. He visited 2 doctors who told him he had 2 years to live. He later received another opinion that was more optimistic. He stated that he would continue to wrestle and also said if the tests were proven to be true, he would like to die in the ring. Yeah, so, I mean, he kept on wrestling, you know, and then he would always post pictures of him in the gym doing that stuff. I just don't know, you know, it's hard to tell. Look, man, if you've been given a short time to live doing something you love, you know, I totally get that.
Yeah.
That's totally understandable.
I was reading something the other day, and Stone Cold was talking about the Sid Arn Anderson incident.
Yeah.
And he credits Vader with saving...
Probably Arn's.
Yeah. Because he put his thumb in the artery that was...
Oh, wow.
You know, bleeding all over the place.
Yeah.
So... But in the ring, he beat the heck out of people.
Man, so what's your favorite? So, like, I wasn't, like, too well informed by Vader matches, but 2 matches stick out to me. One, obviously.
Foley and him, the Halloween Havoc.
That was going to be the second one I talked about.
Yeah.
But, yeah, the great, it's 1993 Halloween Havoc. Vader and Foley, I think for the title, right?
Oh, I don't remember that.
I know it was a death match.
Yeah.
And if the thing that always stuck out to me was, like, you know, it was WCW in the 90s.
And they had that corny Halloween Havoc set.
Yeah, it was like the corny set, family-friendly type show, right? All these, like, families there and stuff. And then these guys are murdering each other like vicious. Oh, it was so good. It's such a good match. It's such a brutal match to watch. And then it's especially stark because it's, like, in this big arena with, like, all these families and stuff.
Yeah.
But then... of course, the match with Stan Hansen.
Yeah, where his eye popped out.
And
shoved it back in.
Shoved it back in. He was a tough sumbitch.
Yep.
Man, oh man. Super tough. And
Yeah.
obviously, super stiff worker. Very athletic for his size.
Yeah.
He was, you know, one of the pioneers of, you know, big men flying through the ring, you know, doing the moonsault stuff.
Drop kicks and such, yes.
Yeah.
He did break someone's back with a powerbomb. He gave Mick Foley a really nasty concussion when he powerbombed him on concrete, too.
He also was on Boy Meets World.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, he's in Baywatch. I didn't know that.
I didn't know that either. Wasn't he also part of that WCW, like, weird short film thing?
Yeah.
With, like, on the beach with, like, Sting and
Yeah.
RoboCop and that Colonel guy?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Colonel Parker.
Yeah.
But anyways, a legend of pro wrestling.
Yeah, man.
Sad to see him go.
And he didn't, so he's not in the WWE Hall of Fame.
No, I don't know why they didn't induct him.
That's weird. I know.
Because he is more than deserving.
That sucks. But, like, a super, like, decorated wrestler.
Oh, gosh, yes.
He had a lot of championships.
3-time IWGP heavyweight champion. How many times did he win?
Oh, my God, yeah, 3 times. All Japan Triple Crown heavyweight champion 2
twice.
times.
How many times was he WCW champion?
He was
like 4 or 5 times. Okay,
3
3 times.
1 time United States champion.
He won the Battle Bowl.
He won the Battle Bowl.
Never won a title in WWF.
And he had a 5-star match, according to Dave Meltzer, versus Kaiji Muda.
Oh, wow.
At the G1 Climax.
In 1991.
Yeah.
Wow.
So, good stuff. Very sad.
We got some more super chats here. Alto, $2. You guys really need to check out a Lucha Libre show. It's high on my list of things to do.
I would love to do that. I think it'd be great.
Oh, wow. Vince McMahon is here. $2. You're both, excuse me, fired.
And then he says Cass and Enzo are going to be our replacements. Real One and Cassidy Biggs are going to replace us.
You can't teach that.
Watch
Yeah,
ratings.
that can't be taught to anybody.
Right, ratings skyrocket.
S8, $5. It sucks that WWE will now put him in their Hall of Fame when he deserved to be in it while he was still alive. He's in your guys' Hall of Fame, right? Yeah, I think so.
He is. He totally is. It's weird because, like, his relationship with them seemed fine. He did, like, a table for 3
and
with them.
he was in that that bit where Heath Slater was taking on old timers, you know, or legends, and he came out and powerbombed the heck out of Heath Slater.
Maybe they just see him in the same vein as like, because Sid's not in the Hall of Fame, is he?
No.
Maybe they just see him in the same vein.
Well, that'd be a shame because
I know.
Vader was super talented and really good, whereas Sid, I mean, I guess he had some talent.
I think Jim Cornette once said that McMahon just didn't like Vader. He just saw him as sort of a tubby guy, you know?
Well, that's a shame.
I don't know. Vince doesn't always appreciate the things we do.
No. But I mean, like, you know, given how WWE is more diverse in the body types they have on television, imagine if Vader was in the company now.
Oh, my God. Yeah, he'd be huge. He'd be huge. Super over.
Joe Juarez, $2. Vader was the ultimate old bastard.
Oh, yeah, for sure. And Bartholomew von Flabenstein, $2. Hey, friendos.
Hey, friendo.
Hey, friendo. Let's answer some questions.
Yeah, it's question time.
Let's do questions. I'm going to ask you some questions and I want you to answer them immediately. Who is your daddy and what does he do?
Ben Espinoza says on August 3rd, he's going to be meeting Renee Young, Emma, Jerry Lawler, Rey Mysterio, Corey Graves, and the Young Bucks. Wow.
That's cool. That's really? Wait. Oh, is that like a...
so in Norwich, Connecticut.
Some sort of comic convention? Wrestling convention?
Seems like it, maybe.
Let's see here. Great question here from Jer Bear. From Triple H to Kenny Omega talking about New Japan and WWE working together. Do you think the first step may be in 2K video games? They did help bring Goldberg back. Kind of a different situation, I would think.
I mean, I know New Japan has that Fire Pro Wrestling integration with the PS4 version of the game.
Yeah.
But I don't know, contractually speaking, what other...
Yeah, contractually speaking, obviously, I think the WWE could put the kibosh on 2K working with New Japan, another wrestling promotion. That wouldn't surprise me.
Yeah.
However, if they did want to see, if they wanted to gauge fan interest, it wouldn't be outside of the realm of possibility, and it'd be kind of interesting to see if they would do like a fighting game between like a cross, like Marvel versus Capcom,
yeah.
but WWE versus New Japan, and see what like fan interest would be. I mean, I'm just completely like brainstorming because I don't think that would. I think it would be more a situation where I don't know. Like I'm trying to think what would be the first step, like after the Street Fighter thing. What?
Harry Flynn says Cass on Grimm's Toy Show.
There you go. That's a perfect spot for him. I'm trying to think of like what the first.
I think it's going to be years away. It's got to be
me too,
I think it's going to be a point in
thing?
time. Well, the first thing has got to be Vince stepping back or stepping down. I don't think he's ever going to be fully on board with cross promotional stuff to that degree.
But when all that is said and done, what would be the first thing like
it would
that
have
we
to be?
see?
It would have to be someone I feel like Jericho now.
Okay.
Who works, when he wants to for either company.
Sure.
Like at one episode of Raw, they have a pay-per-view. He shows up carrying that IWGP Intercontinental title.
That's a pretty big thing.
Oh, it would be a huge thing.
That's a pretty big thing. That's not like, that's a pretty big thing.
But I think if they're going to do it, they would probably make a splash to that extent.
Yeah.
If they're really going to do it.
Yeah.
I mean, we saw the New Day Elite thing, where it seemed like some communication between parties of both companies happening, and it led to that actually taking place when it probably very easily couldn't have.
Yeah. And the New Day were in an episode of Being in the Elite.
Yeah.
Surrounding that. Yeah. Which is a pretty big deal.
So, first and foremost is going to take Vince either really having a change of heart about working with his competition, or him stepping down. Because I feel like Triple H would be more open to it. Well, no, I
don't think that would be the case. I'll put it this way: if WWE, because I'm trying to think of like what the first, if WWE decided to do like an international tournament special for the network, and invited stars from promotions that they were friendly with, and one of those stars, if they said, hey, if they reached out to New Japan, hey, would you like to put like Yoshihashi in this thing or something like that?
Goto.
Then that would sort of test the waters a little bit. Yeah, Goto.
Well, I think that would work. They might be more inclined to do that if it was someone, because like when Kota Ibushi was in the Cruiserweight Classic, he was, he had just worked with New Japan, but he wasn't signed to him. He was a freelancer. Now, like someone, I think Kota Ibushi might still be a freelancer. I don't know if he's signed to a long-term deal. But a wrestler who works for New Japan who isn't signed to a long-term deal or he's a freelancer essentially, if they could work something out where that could happen, that I would think that'd be more likely versus someone who has signed a New Japan exclusive contract. Would be involved in something like that.
Yeah, but that's still, I mean, that's still like a freelancer. You need somebody who's representing the company. I'm just trying to envision, like, what's the baby step? Like, what's the baby step that's an actual thing between the two of them?
Oh, I think if they're going to do it, they're just going to do it.
You think so?
Yeah.
That could be.
Huge splash.
Yeah, that could be. That I would love for that to be the case.
Bartholomew von Flavenstein, $5. Why do you think WWE doesn't want people taking photos and generally milling about ringside the same New Japan does? I don't know. Maybe they just it's a safety issue because people milling about ringside might not be aware of what's going on. New Japan, they have young lions down the ringside to kind of move people around.
I love that so
when
much.
Necessary.
I love that. It adds to the chaos.
Oh, it does. It
You
does.
know?
It feels like, when you watch a boxing match or to a lesser extent UFC, where there's a lot of stuff going on around the ringside area.
Yeah, I just wonder if it's sort of a tradition thing, and to change it now, it would be like, oh, we're just copying New Japan, But
I don't know.
I just think it's something they've done forever.
Yeah.
And because they didn't start doing it in the first place, they just haven't changed.
Yeah.
Because why would you?
Yeah, no. Vince McMahon, $2. It makes me money. I'm open to anything. If it makes me money, I'm guessing.
It's not actually true, Vince.
Anthony, $38.97, $2. He's playing Fortnite right now. Where should he drop?
I have never played that game.
Don't know anything
I
about
would like
Fortnite.
to, because it's part of the zeitgeist right now, or at least it was 5 minutes ago. Mark Kolonowski, who in the WWE eats the most Frito burritos? You think Kevin Owens is a Frito burrito guy?
I don't know.
I mean, who do you think eats unhealthily? I don't think any of those people eat unhealthily.
No, I don't think so either. I think they're all pretty cognizant of what they put in their bodies.
Probably none of them should be eating them.
No, we shouldn't be eating them. Alan Davis, $2. He just says, "Whoa."
Nemo wants to know, do you think they're going to keep Brock with the title long enough to break even Asuka's record?
Nah.
No. Asuka was what? How long?
500 something days, wasn't she?
And Brock's at 400. I don't know. They might. I guess my answer would be don't bet against it.
Yeah, I don't know. 435. Naito jumping Jericho on Raw. That'd be great. That would be great.
I just think that would be so, I don't know. Maybe you're right. Maybe they would just do it. I like that idea. I like just the commitment. Thomas Speller. What wrestling related thing should I not show my new girlfriend to get her to like wrestling? So you want to hide some wrestling transcript. Honestly, any number of the things. Here's when Lacey's in the room watching wrestling, I can always gauge how good or bad it is, and I'm usually on the same page by what she says.
Yeah.
When Nia Jax and she was sitting in the room when Nia Jax and Ronda Rousey were sitting in office chairs in the middle of the ring with Coachman, and they were just yapping away, and Lacey said, "Don't they wrestle on this show?"
Yeah.
And I was like, yes. You're like, they're just hanging out in office chairs.
Yeah.
I'm like, no, I know. So I don't know. That's why I suggested if you're going to get like your girlfriend, if you're going to try to get her into wrestling, show her SmackDown. It's only 2 hours. It's generally really well written these days. There's plenty of everything, action, good characters, et cetera, et cetera. Whereas Raw is like 3 hours long.
It's quite a commitment.
It's a big commitment. And then you got stuff going on like Sami Zayn and Bobby Lashley, which will completely turn them away. Like a new prospective fan just gets turned off by that stuff.
Yeah.
That's what I would say.
Yeah. That's all good stuff.
Harry Flynn, would you like to see Andre the Giant versus Brock Lesnar? Scientifically, it cannot happen.
Yeah, that can't happen.
Andre the Giant has been dead for a long time now.
Yeah.
So I would love to see it. Can't happen.
Yeah, not going to happen.
I tend not to want things that I literally cannot have.
Yeah.
I mean, I do want time travel.
But we can't have it.
We can't have it. Doesn't stop me from wanting it, though. Oh, great question. Rao asks, do you think Sasha and Bailey will be friends on Monday, or a reunion like Macho Man and Miss Elizabeth? Are they gonna be friends on Monday? Yay or nay?
No, but ask me again in like 3 weeks.
Yeah, they're gonna pick. Here's the thing. According to the logic of the Raw universe, neither of them will have talked at all about what has happened. They will pick up emotionally exactly where it left off on Raw the week before, as if a week hasn't gone by without any texting, calling, emotional.
Yeah.
You know,
they had, despite the fact that they work at the same, I mean, they'll travel and work at the same venue 5 days out of the week. They will have no interaction, except for Monday Night Raw.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
exactly. The Daryl. I think this is Daryl Takahashi. Zach asks, who would win in a chop battle, Walter or Suzuki? I gotta give it to Walter.
Yeah,
he literally made that dude's chest like abnormal.
A giant bruise. It was a giant bruise.
Yeah.
Tim Maloney, Star Trek question: what wrestler in any promotion would be part of the Q continuum?
Ooh, what a great question.
I knew you'd like this one.
Oh man, who's got? Well, Bray.
Yeah,
he's got supernatural.
What about Matt Hardy?
Oh yeah, he's got supernatural.
He's saying he kind of exists above the mortal plane.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah.
Jordan Davis, what do you guys think about the Kings drafting Marvin Bagley? I feel like he's going to be a DeMarcus Cousins type. Just put up stats, but the team will be bad. He's going to have a lot more around him. I know that was kind of one of the criticisms I had read, is that because he strictly, at least in college, or that's what I read, that he was an offensive player, not known necessarily for his defense.
Mm-hmm.
So he'd be able to contribute on one end of the floor, maybe not the other. Gonna wait and see. I mean, from what I read, he's probably the most NBA ready of all the top prospects. So it's exciting.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't care until we get to the playoffs. Like, I care, but I'm like, dude, I don't know. It's the Kings. We haven't been in the playoffs since 2006 or
something like that.
So I don't care.
Liam Wagner, $5. Think of this: Kevin Owens wins the Intercontinental Championship, and Jericho comes out in a row and presents the IWGP title and has a title versus title match at Mania. Thoughts? I mean, that'd be great.
Yeah. Matt, where do you think All In will be broadcast to with Don Callis on headset? Will it be New Japan World, Fight, or Global Wrestling Network? I imagine it's going to be their own Twitch.
Yeah, I would think.
It'll be just their own Twitch.
Because I think the Lucha Underground contracts is specifically American television. So I think if they did a streaming type deal, they can get around that. Jacqueline Gates, $5. In 2 weeks, I'll finally be a patron.
Yay!
Thank you very much.
Nice, thank you.
When will we get to the more retro wrestling gaming videos? Love you guys. You're the best.
In a couple weeks, because we've got a lot to do between now and July 7th, the Colonial. Big fight feel is what. That's what we should name the next show. We don't have any naming power over Virgil Flynn III. We can suggest it. Can we name the next show Big Fight Feel?
Well, we can bring it up.
BFF.
Bartholomew von Flavenstein, $2. Riker versus Spock in a steel cage match. Who wins?
I feel like this is a question that should be asked via
Spock.
The Friendoville channel.
He has that.
Tomorrow, noon Pacific.
That nerve hole that puts you to sleep.
To 4 Pacific. What's the question? Spock versus Riker. Who wins?
In a steel cage.
Oh, my God. Spock. A million times over. Are you kidding me?
Yeah.
Oh, my God.
Nerve hold. That's all I need.
There is no iteration of Riker that beats Spock.
No.
No iteration of Spock. All he has to do is go, I'm not going to touch you. But he just
Remember
does this.
Yeah.
And he'll, like, mess with his mind.
But also.
Well, and more importantly, this. Yeah, you're right. Yeah. And then Spanish Fly.
And then Starship Pain.
Yeah.
And then he escapes through the door of the cage.
Right, exactly. Logic dictates I go through the cage door.
It's the quickest means of escaping this cage.
Exactly. I mean, he would probably just run to the door because that's what logic dictates.
Yeah.
Just run to the damn door.
Yeah, and just dive out.
Yeah. Oh,
Will. You think Riker's going to lumber over there fast enough to prevent him from doing it? Probably not.
Oh, man. Will Johansson or Johansson, I'm not sure. Would you ever consider doing a going-in review of some Smoky Mountain wrestling shows? So we're kind of changing up how we're going to do going-in review.
Yeah.
And we're going to get to that in a couple weeks also.
Yeah. It should be fun.
Oh, great question here. Christian Ramirez. Since this is a CASS GIF that I used on the question thread, Who are the most unexpected roster releases that you can remember?
Oh, perfect time to plug.
Stay tuned for Count Out tomorrow. We've got 2 episodes this time. They're unrelated, but one of them is, in fact, the most shocking releases in WWE history.
Yeah.
Do we have any more super chats, Larson?
Perfect time to wrap it up.
All right, we're going to wrap it up then.
Oh, wait, one more super chat. Charvel Myers, $5, second Cruiserweight Classic, or bring back King of the Ring. First Cruiserweight Classic, then King of the Ring.
First, wait, what?
First do another Cruiserweight Classic, and then 6 months later, or next summer, King of the Ring.
Well, I kind of feel also we just had a Cruiserweight tournament.
And it was great.
Okay. All right. Well, good enough then. Any more?
That's it.
We good? All right. I'm going to do this thing here. Thanks for watching, everybody. Until next time, I'll talk to you guys later.
Bye.
Hey, friendos, big news. We have partnered with this awesome app, CastBox, and our podcast is now a CastBox original. Going in Raw will still be available everywhere you listen to our podcast, but we hope you check out CastBox. Link is in the description.